Contestant number 6, Miral Ali, the voice I never lost. The voice I never lost, Miral Ali.
People say that babies are born crying. I wasn't. I was born speaking. I have always been a chatterbox as long as I remember. So much so that my teacher in second grade, the class teacher, looked at me and said, "You'd be rusticated from the school if you continue talking like that, okay? You mark my words, Miral." I was just 7 years old. That sentence stays in my head even now, afresh as if it was yesterday. Just because I didn't fit into the idea of her ideal student. Come to school, study, go back home, finish up homework, eat, sleep, and repeat. That's when life gave me my biggest lesson, that God always balances the equation. When school tried to silence me, my home amplified me. I grew up with parents and brothers who loved me so deeply, who validated me so strongly, and who treated me so generously that I never looked out for external validations or for external feedback. When you are strong and secure on the inside, then you tend to develop a crocodile skin on the outside for the outer world. Well, let's move into the class 5th. Class 5th, my relative used to visit us every summer break. 11 months he used to stay back in foreign. That made me curious and I went to him, "What do you do to have that kind of a life?" He looked at me and smiled. "Baby girl, I'm a chartered accountant." That's when my heart lost a dream for life. Chartered accountant it is. Coming to 6th standard, one of the class teacher enters into the class and asks, "What would you like to become when you grow up?" I stood up confidently and said, "I would like to become CA." Immediately mocked by a fellow classmate, and he said, "Do you even know the full form of CA?" And I looked at him, smiled, poised, and said, "It is chartered accountant." Not many days passed. Imagine an assembly ground wherein students from 6th class to 12th class are standing. Two sections, 40 students per class, 400 people, 400 students nearly, and the principal asked this question: "Can anyone come up on the stage and explain me the meaning of discipline?" No hands were raised except yours truly. I went on the stage, I spoke impromptu, fearless, effortless, so good that teachers and students thought that I was a planted speaker. That's when I realized that speaking is not something that I learn. Speaking is something that I carry in my blood. Well, now going forward, not many days passed. In one of the class sessions, our class teacher came and wrote the unit test timetable on the board and said, "Anyone who fails in the class will have to stay back in the same class." That flipped something inside my heart. I used to go back home, so from being an average student, I turned into a study monster. I used to go back home, leave my bag, and then study endlessly, skip sleep, skip food. My mom thought I had gone mad. And that's when, balance again. My parents noticed my anxiety even before the society could understood mental health. They told me, "Why are you living so much in future that you're forgetting your present?" That conversation calmed me down, shaped me, and humbled me. And that's where I said yes to every competition. Be it extempo, debate, elocution, I was there. And I wasn't just participating, I was winning it all. But I wasn't popular. My enthusiasm is often mistaken as attention seeking behavior. My confidence is often considered as noise. But listen, if I ever walk into a room where it is full of dull clouds, I will always choose to be the thunder. Not because these guys are wrong or others are wrong, but because choosing spreading energy is always a choice, and I make a better one. Now, fast forward. Ironically, the strictest teacher of the school, Lily ma'am, that everyone feared, she loved me. Without any extra effort, without any pretense, that gave me Second biggest lesson of my life. Just by being yourself, you attract the most right kind of respect and love. Coming to my CA journey. 7 long years. From 2016 I started. I qualified in May 2023. Meanwhile, my entire family hit the rock bottom mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Every fall taught us how to rise higher. Every phase, I made so many new friends. Some friends turned into family. A lot of people left Bhopal, wherein I chose to stay back in my hometown for 26 years. So was I stuck? I chose to be there because I was rooted. And then I always choose quality over quantity. I didn't have many people in my life, and I like it that way. Going forward, I had people loving me, but there was always someone who doubted me, including one of the coaching classes where the sir announced, I don't know who's going to pass or fail, but I'm super sure that Miral is going to fail the exam. How can you say that to a child? And then that batch had 50 students, only 3 passed. I was among those 3. So let's quickly circle back. The teacher who predicted once that I'd be rusticated from the school, I didn't leave school silently. I left as the school captain. The teacher who predicted I would fail, well, while I'll pass when many students didn't. So all this was possible when you became your biggest cheerleader, when you believe in the power of the creator of this world and deeply into your hard work. That's possible. Nothing seems unachievable. I was always misunderstood that she's having so much fun in life. She doesn't look like a CA student. She's everywhere. Conferences, friends. How would she ever qualify? Answer is simple. Stereotype. You give me a plate of stereotypes. I'm ready with the hammer to break it one by one. So that's what I want every one of you to take home. Please do not let anyone tell you that you are incapable of anything. My message is super strong, and that is one day the world would remember not for you, for your marks or medals, but it will remember you for how you made it feel. Thank you so much for listening.